Lead us on the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allison will pull them up. When we get going, if you'll bring the kids up, in just a second, he'll make an announcement about quorum and then bring them up.
Okay.
Chris, you're going to get up and do the pledge with them and take photos.
Yeah. Heavy on the photos.
Good. I just you got to be behind it. Mine are always fuzzy. They do not have a new phone.
It's going to be the best like Thursday.
It's me. It's not the phone.
Yeah, we might as well get started.
There's a race. Go ahead.
Okay, let's call this meeting to order. If everybody,
We have quorum.
we have a quorum, and Allison, you want to start?
For the 6 weeks being premiere.
You'll stand for the pledge. You can do that, man. Who else is coming? Who else is coming? Let's go, Chaparro. Let's go. Nope. All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You want to introduce our friends to everybody?
Okay,
Get
so
photos. Get
our
pictures.
pre-K, I'll wait for this. Okay, this is our pre-K Awesome Eagle. This is Gael. And then in kindergarten we had Hudson. And then 4th grade is Matt.
Do you have a teacher or staff member too? Okay. You want to take photos? You all ready?
I'm gonna take one.
Yeah.
You take it. You got it. Sounds good. Good looking.
John, Mama, where's your teacher the 6 weeks? Ask Crit. Where's his? Is his teacher here? Ask Crit. Good job, Pump. Gael. All right, Allison, did you just said you didn't have a staff member here? All right. Crit didn't have a staff member? Okay. Crit, would you come up with Mr. Winter? Would y'all bring up the band? Oh, Max Monk showed up finally. I see you.
Those cookies are strong. Oh, they're good. The little pecans.
Oh, I'm trying not to grab it.
There's the best cookie on earth is a chocolate chip, and then you have that
Y'all
soft.
march. Figure it out. Let's go.
Girls even in the front so you see it.
Hey,
Kathy, take over.
yeah, go get them.
Is this picture time?
Yep. Well, let them talk. Hey,
Those girls in the front
hey,
so you can see.
Mr. Winter, would you tell everybody what we're doing tonight?
Okay, so the band's had a tremendous amount of success this year. Back in October, we earned the very first ever superior rating at the region marching level. And that, of course, got to advance to the area, and they did exceedingly well at the area. For the concert and sight reading, Valley View's done well in the past, here and there, with the concert and sight reading. Well, this band continued a little bit of that tradition by getting a superior rating in concert and a superior rating in sight reading. And between having a superior rating for the concert, the sight reading, and the marching, the band has gotten the first ever in history for Valley View ISD Sweepstakes Award given by UIL.
All right, picture time. Smile, get close. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Who's got knees for that?
Well, they're young, baby. They've got used to that.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
What's this day? I don't know what's day.
You don't have to stay unless you just want to. Get the row. You don't have to go home, but you can't. I'm just kidding. Happy birthday.
Love you.
See y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow. You better come back.
Business partner? It's already done funded. Didn't hurt to try. Smarter people have said yes.
Good job. Disengage, Eric. Disengage.
Wow.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Great job. All right, there's no one for public forum.
Okay.
So we'll start with Allison.
Okay. All right, so we have no one for public forum, and we'll move into principal's report.
Oh, wait. I'm
Wait.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
3 is consent agenda.
Oh, consent agenda. I'm sorry.
But good jump up. I saw that.
Yeah.
She was ready to go.
All right, so let's move to consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
All right, so we have a motion by Kathy to approve the consent agenda. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Christy. Okay, any discussion, any questions on the consent agenda? Okay, so all in favor of approving the consent agenda, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right. 6,
7.
Okay.
Now we can move into principal's report. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, I told him. That was on me. That was on me.
We're good. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I have more than one.
See how this, John, you can learn something from this. You can learn.
He uses the exact.
I know. I'm just teasing.
I'm not going to turn my back to you. I always feel
Okay.
like I do that. Okay. I put our enrollment up there. We keep bouncing back and forth. We're up 2 there, and then attendance is sitting right about the same, and passing rate is about the same. It fluctuated a little bit by grade level, but
Some of these first graders. What? That's good. I'm just playing.
we have several that are probably getting ready to be evaluated. So I think it's just end of year. Things are getting harder.
When you say evaluate, does that mean that they may not go forward? Is that what that means?
They may need.
Potentially, or it could be special ed evaluation. And then I put the events. This is a very abbreviated list of events on that.
God, it's already May.
I know.
3 more Fridays.
The Kiwanis Bug program. So BUG stands for Bring Up Grades.
Oh, I thought it was like real bugs.
No, an abbreviation. Jim James is what I call him. Jim James is on that committee with me. We're on the board together for Kiwanis. So that field trip is for the 4th graders. At the very beginning of the year, Kiwanis came in and talked to the 4th graders about setting goals for themselves and basically holding themselves accountable. And the teachers have been working with them in class on that too. So we have, how many did I say? It's in the 70s. And that's how
many fourth graders are earning this field trip at the end of the year for meeting goals throughout the year. So that's what that is. I figured people would think, what is a boat field trip?
I was really excited about it.
Just teaching them how to set goals for themselves.
Where do they go? Where's the trip?
Lone Oak Ranch.
Fun. Fun.
Yeah, that's where they went last year. The kids loved it.
That's like the little wallabies and the little animals.
Oh, no, I miss it again.
Oh, they even do a campfire and
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's
fun.
Oh, I love that.
Good. Okay.
Coins for Candy is our life skills class, does this fundraiser every year, and it's basically like a lemonade stand type thing, but kids around the campus can bring any coin. It doesn't matter if it's a penny, a quarter, whatever, and it's just teaching them. They create a budget for it, and then they have to purchase the supplies off of the money from last year, and anyway, it's just a way to learn how to sell things. So, and that interaction with other kids. Make
Sell
eye
things.
contact, those kinds of things.
You're
So they
teaching
do
them to
that
be
for
salesmen.
kids.
You need Eric there. He'll help.
Rough. That's a
You'll rough them up.
tough gig.
Easy.
Yeah, so they do that. It's for an hour each of those 3 days. But anyway, Cinco de Mayo, that
fun.
tells you what that is, and it's down here.
Are they going to do the dancing again?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Fun.
And y'all know what Living Museum is? Does everybody know what that is? Okay. That'll be in the Ox Gym this year rather than down here. We just had too many things going on at the end of the year. I think everybody probably knows what the rest of that is.
It's such a busy time of year.
It is.
You still do the career fair?
We're not doing it this year.
No.
We're taking a year off.
That's that bug thing's a cool deal.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Kids
cool
really
deal.
enjoy it.
And then field day is that's the
It's like Little Eagle relays.
yeah.
Like it was back in the day, just different.
Don't
There's
bring
one
that up.
relay.
It's
The
very,
rest
there's
of
lots
it's
of stories
lanes.
about this.
Yes.
No participation trophies.
No, we don't do participation rates.
All right.
Okay,
Great job.
thank y'all.
Thank you.
I remember
Go Bugs.
Jesse, were you in the grade where y'all shot the rockets off the football field, or was that a grade above you? You remember that?
We did that when I was in school.
You did?
Why aren't we shooting rockets anymore?
FFA regulations. FAA.
Maybe
also
Mr.
turf
Clark
field now?
did that back when we were. I remember when we were little, they did that. Did it?
Yeah.
We don't have enough eye protection for.
Who cares? Kids these
It's just so cool. I remember that was a great day. So sorry.
It's
You
all
can tell
right.
they didn't drink from a water hose.
Well, hi, Mr. Milmo. How are you?
School numbers are looking good. Fifth grade, we're sitting at 63 students. Sixth grade, 59. Seventh grade, 78. Eighth grade, 57. Lost 2, gained 1, so a net loss of one student from last time I stood in front of you guys in March. Attendance is still hovering at 95% with a few decimal points between each grade level. Grades have slipped a little bit with our older students. Fifth grades at 91% passing all their classes. Sixth grades at 84%. Seventh grades at 82. Eighth grades at 81. Right now, it's keeping them motivated. I think that senioritis mentality is kicking in, but we're trying to keep them motivated and keep them involved. Something else I have to talk about is our SHAC committee met in March, on March 24th, or 25th, sorry about that. And they were talking about programs that we use to present in front of students, such as one of the organizations we use is Abigail Arms. And they come into the classrooms and they talk to students about anti-bullying, cyber safety, and just healthy choices. One of the organizations we use, we have to get you guys approval on, and that's an organization called Wise Choices that the school district has used for several years. And they come in and they present on sexual education. They have an abstinence-based program that they present to our 8th graders. So as far as you guys go, that's the one you guys have to approve and vote on. And again, the selling point there is they've been using it. The school district's been using it for several years. I think this is 3rd or 4th year. Haven't had any issues that I'm aware of with it.
It's a stamp.
And they come in, it's a lot of health, focusing on the health and STIs that are related to sexual activity. Anything else?
Y'all done with STAR?
Not yet. We took history today. We take 5th and 6th grade math on Thursday and 7th and 8th grade math on Tuesday. And then
Oh, okay.
we'll be wrapped up with that.
How's it been going?
It's good. It's going well. It's going well.
Move it away. Move it away.
We're doing all of our review activities and classes, and we're waiting for those numbers to come out at the
I
end.
know.
I know. We're excited. We're excited. We're hopeful.
Are y'all planning anything for the end of the year?
We have an end of year assembly. So I did one at the end of the first semester. We'll do ABA roll, A honor roll, perfect attendance. We also got some PSAT certificates that we're gonna give out to students. So we're gonna be planning that for any
No
certificates.
kickball tournaments? I feel like we need a kickball
Fifth grade
tournament. I
doesn't
did
do a
see that.
kickball tournament.
I just meant middle
But
school.
then the 5th grade does. They do one the second to last or the last day of school.
Fun.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Thank you, Memo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dibs.
Okay, I have a sheet for you guys. This is every year for graduation. I always give this sheet to y'all, and if you have seniors that you would like to present the diploma to, if you'll just go through the list and write it down. And if you plan on being there or don't, will you let Mr. Womack know in that way when I start splitting this up, I kind of know if it's 5, 6, 7, or how many to do it that way. Make sure they get as equal as possible. So I'll try to do that. Sorry, that. And then speaking of seniors, it's he kind of touched on senioritis. So the goal is to kind of keep everybody motivated for the next 4 weeks. Keep them in. Seniors a lot of times can derail this time of year. So we're meeting with seniors tomorrow. They were told dates in January. I'm not sure if they told any parents about the dates. So they've also been put out on Parent Square, but everything like the senior trip, the senior awards assembly, class awards. So we're going to do all those things that last couple weeks of school, and then try to cram all that in for those seniors, and then make sure everyone knows it. So this year for senior trip, they're going to Topgolf, the mall, and then we're going to go to a Rangers game.
Oh, how fun.
Nice.
That's a great
This will be
idea.
good. And we got really good prices on the tickets for the Rangers, so
Thank you very much.
we're excited about it for
Do
the seniors.
they need like money for food and stuff?
Yeah, so they'll need to bring, I don't have the ability to fundraise for that, so we always tell them, like at the beginning of school year, I always say a couple of things. One is, you're gonna be talking to me, and it's gonna be, your senior year is gonna go this quick. And we're meeting tomorrow, and that's one of the things we're gonna bring up, how fast did your senior year go? It goes quick. And I always tell them at the very beginning, set money aside for like, your cap and gown, your senior trip. So we always tell these kids way in advance, so if they wanna put $20 a month or whatever they wanna do, so they can kind of put it towards their little kitty. So we've given them the option. We're going to go to Topgolf. It's really affordable. We're going to go to the mall. They can eat lunch there, kind of hang out before the game. And then we've told them, if you don't want to go to the Rangers game, your parents can come. We got a centrally located place there at the mall. They can get picked up. So it's kind of whatever they want. If they don't want to go to the Rangers game.
What day is that
I
again?
think that's May 11th. I think
Will
that's
you
something.
email us like dates of all of the banquets and all of the awards and all of that?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's been out on Parent Square for a long
I
time.
don't know that I get. Maybe
It's on the school website. It's on the school calendar.
That's all. I need it all in one space.
I'll send all that to Bridget again. Never sent.
VVISD.net.
Ag banquet's the 6th.
That's
Band banquet's the second.
That's right. The 6th.
Here it goes. It all starts the second. It all starts the second.
Athletic banquet's on Mother's Day on Sunday night.
Yeah. I knew that one, but I don't know if that just goes to senior parents, because I don't see anything from you on Parent Square.
I thought Bridget threw it on there, but I'll have her put like a Facebook post. And I'll
Okay.
kind of list all senior activities. That way.
And just all that, like banquets and all that, just because.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Yeah, easy.
FFA.
And so staff-wise, we still have 3 that we need to
I've used
hire.
both.
And once we get those hired, we're going to be completely full at the high school, staffing-wise. I think we still have 1 coach that could go either way, high school or middle school. So it's kind of, right now it's in flux till we get some apps, get some people interviewed. We're trying to get as many people in and out as quickly as possible. Get some.
What are those positions?
One is the FCCLA, that's the home ec class. The other is our tech class,
Audio video.
audiovisual, and then the third is biology, for what I like. And then we could work an angle here with some coaching when it comes to Amos, because we thought we had a wrestling coach, and I think we didn't get him after all.
They emailed today.
Yeah.
They contacted
They wrestled
Allison
out of
today. We couldn't wrestle them into it.
So they're out. And then,
That's for
what
Jesse.
else? It's just been
That was for
fast
Jesse.
and furious. A lot of good stuff going on at high school. You guys see, it's teacher appreciation will come up here pretty quick, usually first weekend.
May.
So, I'll recognize those guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Okay, go for it. Billy, you want to talk to him about your report? Yeah, absolutely. You have 5 minutes.
I know, I tend to ramble, I'm sorry. So, for safety,
Not you.
for safety, we undergo two different types of assessments. And our first type of assessment is called the intruder vulnerability assessment, IVA, which we undergo once, everybody gets one a year. So there'll be one at the elementary, one at the middle school, one at the high school. I don't know when it is. They usually give us like a month window. And then the guy shows up. It's also called the door audit. We've been doing it for several years. We've never had any findings on that, thank goodness. And that's just where the guy comes and checks himself in. He goes around and pulls on some doors, makes sure all of our processes are correct. Then this year, the state started a new program called the DVA, with the District Vulnerability Assessment. The District Vulnerability Assessment is more, if you were looking at the IVA and the DVA, the differences in those is one is just like a mustard seed, and this one's like more like a jar from Sam's Club of mustard. It goes a lot more in depth. I'm sorry for the analogy. Jesse enjoyed it, but so this goes a lot more in depth. It's an IRS style audit essentially. So what TEA did for us was they sent us out these rubrics. There's a district rubric and a campus rubric. So what I did in the 56 areas, and I have them all here. If anybody's interested in seeing it, I can send you guys an email. And the 56 areas for the district rubric, they range from anything where I had to come up with a lot of documents and things that I have to upload to a secure website that show that we're doing all of the things that we say that we're doing, like a lot of my emergency plans that I've built over the years. I have to send in a lot of the school board policies I had to look up for like polling places. I'm just looking through here on a couple of these. So some of them were like education for students and for parents, for like sexting and things like that. And a lot of the things I started digging into, I kind of found out we were non-compliant in a few of the areas, so I got us up to compliance before the assessment. And if you've not looked, we have redone the website in the safety. If you'll go down through the website and if you'll look at the safety portal now, or the safety area, the safety page, we completely redid it. We made a whole new design, and all of our compliance pieces are on there. I think you guys will be happy with the way it looks. If you'll sometime go look at that. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I kind of told Bridget, I sent Bridget all my information, and I kind of told her my vision of what I wanted it to look like, and she did a great job of making it look the way I wanted it to. So you guys might take a look at that sometime on the website. We completely redid that. The second part of the DVA audit was there's a campus rubric they sent me, and this had 27 areas. So I'm close to 80 areas with it I had to get us compliant in to make sure we're compliant. So I did my own fake assessment. I tried to get this all done before spring break. It took me several months to get everything in place and ready. And then I came back after spring break. I went through and I started digging into it really closely, what I had put out there, what I had uploaded. And I found a couple of areas I didn't like, so I redid those. On April 8th, the TEA agent came to our school, and we met in my office for just a little bit, Mr. Womack, myself, and the TEA agent, and we had our lead SRO, Dylan Harris, come over, and he actually went around with us. And he stayed in there, asked us a lot of questions, and made sure that we were up on everything. And then we went around and we toured the campus. They were looking for things like door numberings, inside and outside, making sure all of our doors function properly, all the locks. The front offices have to have safety maps that are up to date. There were several things that I had prepared for. And happy to report we got 0 I didn't know, this was the first time we've ever done something like this, and I didn't know how thorough he would be. Hopefully, I think he was pretty thorough.
He'll be here tomorrow for me to sign off on it.
There you go, he's coming back for another meeting with us for the signing off period. And so
I'll get Wednesday, sorry.
I was pretty happy with the way it went. We do have to, so one of the compliance pieces that I had to update is, if you guys remember, some of you have been on the board for a while, every 3 years we have to hire an outside entity, and in the past we've used Region 10 to come in and do another safety audit. And so they'll come in this summer, in July, and do our non-instructional facilities like the ag barn, the gymnasium, the cafeteria, and then he'll come back at the first of school when it starts to perform some other audits, and they're pretty in-depth audits, and write up a report I will present to you, and you'll sign off on that in the probably the August board meeting is what we're shooting for, and we have to do that once every 3 years. I did find out that Region 11, which is who we contract with anyway, we had been using Region 10, but Region 11 has since started offering auditors to come out. So we just signed the contract today, Mr. Womack did, to partner with Region 11 this year, which is actually our partner that we should be using anyway. They just didn't offer the service. So we'll be having that coming too. So a lot of safety stuff happening. So that's what I had for you. If any of you are interested in any of this rubric stuff, what we had to go through, it's good material to put you to sleep at night. I've got this printed out, and if any of you guys would like to have all the rubrics, every little point that they went through and looked at, I can absolutely supply you with that in your email or something.
If you'll
like
email
that.
it to Eric, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
He is our data guy.
It would help you sleep at night, all the stuff I had to go through and make sure that we had and uploaded.
Good job.
Hey, great job. Very good.
Awesome.
Thanks. That's all I had. Any questions, by the way? About any of the DVA or IVA or the 3-year audit?
Crit left a bad impression. You shouldn't ask any questions. Don't do that. Just kidding. Good job, Billy. Good job.
No, that was really good about Billy.
All right. Jesse, you don't have anything tonight?
Just really quick, the teacher incentive allotments application was sent in last week. We should find out in about a month or two if that's been approved. If it's approved, we go into the data collection year, and then we've got to make sure all our teacher observations and our growth data match up, like positive correlations, so there's no skew, so then we can be fully approved to start generating allotments for teachers, for high-performing teachers. It's survey season. Surveys have begun going out. They're going out to parents, students. We're using Google Docs this year instead of Qualtrics. And next month, we will do the instructional materials allotment teach certification form. That'll be approved at the next board meeting, so then we can start ordering instructional materials, which will include our new math adoption.
So teacher's allotment wouldn't start until not next year, but the following
Yes,
school year.
if
Pay out
everything is
next
approved, by basically summer, August of 28, we done pay out.
Okay.
Thank you, Jesse.
I'm not asking about questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't give you all any handouts tonight, so y'all didn't have any questions. Sorry. Everybody over there's been addressed? Okay. Superintendent's report, we are at 885 today. Total enrollment. Enrollment percentage for the district's over 95%. Those are good numbers for us. We've stayed pretty steady at that enrollment number. They kind of broke it down by campus for you. If you'll take one of these and pass it down, this is, I told you I'll bring y'all a budget, a quarterly budget, where we are here at the end. Just pass it down. There you go. Maybe one more? Sorry about that. Here you go. Thank you. I'm gonna run down these columns real fast. Have Christy focus? Okay.
Sorry.
I'm teasing. All right, so the top two lines are our revenues. One is local revenues, that's tax revenue. Second line, the 5,800 line, is what the state said they're supposed to pay us, which I believe that when I see it. So that first column, the projected, those two projected numbers, the 3.9 million and 8.1 million dollar numbers, that's what I presented to y'all last June to set our budget. Coming out of the 90th legislative session with no clue, that was the best number we could come up with, right? So if you look at our actual, we always put our collection, our local collection number low. We have over collected in local taxes by over $1 million this year. There were a lot of back taxes paid, businesses and things like that. But if you look at the 5,800 from the state, you see how it regressed from 8.1 million to 7.8 million, deviation of $300,000. That's what they do. They see what you collect and they start cutting into that. So they're gonna.
That's weird since it was back taxes, like stuff we were already owed,
That's right. That's right. That's just how they work. So I just want to give you a heads up. So.
You know how it works.
Yeah. So what y'all approve, what y'all will approve again in June for our July 1 budget are these function lines. These are all, I labeled the function lines so you know what each function, where the money goes in each function line. If you look to the right, I broke it down by percentage of actual usage as of today. Well, actually Friday. Now, if we were to break that down by weeks per year, last week was the 41st week of 52 weeks. 79% of the budget, if that's a residual budget. If you look at the bottom where it says 100% and 100%, those we just pay those out and it clears that line. Does that make sense? So, but payroll mainly comes out of those upper functions. So you can see where we're running over budget. We all know that we're running over budget in line 51. It says plant services. We're over $151,000. Most of that is what? The track, and
so
25,
that's the
and
cafeteria.
the $25,000 deductible. It's running to the penny. Those two overages to that budget, and then we're over in.
But like salaries are in instruction.
Well, there's salaries in every one of these lines.
Oh, okay.
So teachers' salaries come out of Function 11. Teachers, library services, our aides will come out of 12. So let's talk about that. You see that we're over in counseling because we have a half counselor, half teacher, and we didn't take her whole salary out of instruction. Misty pulled it out of counseling. I didn't know that when I set the budget. It was a miscommunication in the office. That's why it's going to show we're over because that's part of her salary. That's over right now. It will run over until the end. That was just a calculation error on our part in the office. I just chose not to fix it. So right now, every budget line is healthy except for plant services. Debt services, we were over $92,000 there. It's all paid out, but we were over 92 because we had another M&O final payment come up due that was not in my register that I had. It came from an outside entity. It wasn't documented in my folder from Mr. Stokes, but that's paid off. So we'll have that number right next year. But other than that, we are working back to zero, and our plan is to be putting money back. We won't be a lot, but we will not to be negative at the end of the school year. That's a zero balance budget anyway. So even though we've absorbed a lot of things, all the Chromebooks that we ordered, like we had to get our district back up, we made those commitments. We're still tracking to a zero. We're still tracking to zero. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up. So we have 9 more weeks of this budget. Yeah, we have 9 more weeks left in this budget. But understand when staff goes, we do accruals and pay them through the summer. Some of us are 12 months. Admin are 12 months. Coaches, so we'll pay what we call accruals out, and then we'll have a real number as close as I can get before the audit takes place. And then because the state doesn't do final settle up until October, so I can only give you the best estimate I can give you until they do what they do with their numbers. All right. I just wanted to give y'all a really thorough breakdown as to each budget line where we are right now. It's been a minute since we've done this, and I thought it'd be a good time tonight. Any questions? This is a good time to have any questions. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. And our procedures and the systems that we're putting in place, every single PO is like when teachers ask for band uniforms, and they make requests for money out of their budget. And then PAs. PA is like our bills, like the water bill, electric bill. Every one of those crosses my desk. I know where every penny goes in this district, along with Lori and Liz.
Shared services is co-op, right?
Yeah, that we pay nearly $1 million to the co-op every year
Okay.
for services to kids. That's proportionate. Yeah. But that number, that 196 number in 81, that's kind of like your premium, your insurance premium to TASB. That's how much it costs us a year just to insure the district. 109, and next year it'll be about the same. Function 81.
Oh, Function 81, thank you. Oh, for code instruction.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay. We can move on to I'm sorry. We have over $3 million in fund. I didn't put that on, but we're over 3.1 million in fund balance. Our fund balance is healthy. We can't take any more out, but we are healthy. We are fiscally healthy. We'll go move on to, I guess now on the agenda is our action items. First action item.
Shack.
Oh, Shaq. Yeah. First action item is what Mr. Milmo alluded to in his presentation. The Shaq committee recommended the sex ed curriculum. This is a norm that we do every year. It just has to be approved by the board. It's in your packet for your to be presented for y'all to look at. It was also in the packets that I sent out to y'all.
That's the same one we've been using.
We've been using it. Yes, sir.
I move that DVISD School Board approve recommended sex education curriculum as presented.
Okay, we have a motion by Chris to approve the sex education curriculum as presented.
Who's the second?
Do we have a second? Charlie?
Charlie.
So we have a second by Charlie. Any questions or discussion on the sex education? The same thing we've been using?
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
all right. Anybody? Okay, all in favor of approving the sex education curriculum, please say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Okay. All right.
Next is our AI policy. Brought this to you a couple of months ago. I went to AI training. I want to make sure we didn't have anything that was really missing the mark. We didn't. We're kind of leading that charge with Region 11. Like I said, this is a basic thing that we can build knowledge into our staff about and start to give autonomy to teachers. But if we're probably one of the first districts in the area to do this, but everybody will be right behind us. Every district will be approving these set policies.
You have to.
Yeah. So our goal is to build this into a tool for our kids and our staff, not a cheat per se. Let's be good stewards of this. And just like when we got the internet, just like when we got it's just the evolution of education.
There's ways though. I mean, there's ways they can prompt it to fill in their data and formulate it for them. There's a lot of tools where they can do that. I mean, is that something?
Teachers are like,
Students too. I mean, there's a lot of ways where you can. I mean, you can prompt it and you fill in the blanks for it, and it will structure it for you, synthesize it or whatever.
Yes, that's what I use.
You know, and a lot of that, and then it basically says, hey, it gives you a reference that it's by whatever search or AI engine it is, but it's extremely. I mean, AI is very powerful. I mean, there's multiple universities that are doing degree plans in AI now.
Yeah, there's two schools in Texas that are completely AI.
Completely AI.
Where
the curriculum is taught by AI.
one's in Dallas and one's in Houston. Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah. Actually, TEA had a hand in the one in Houston, ironically, with all the stuff that was happening down there. They took that over.
So it'd be in Fort Worth, quick. I mean, it's something. Is it taught quite a bit for IT classes, computer classes? I mean, is that something that the kids?
AI classes we transfer.
I mean, do we? Or
That's
about
why we're
to?
bringing. That's why we're bringing audio, video in. We're bringing that pathway in to educate our kids.
No.
They're working on it right now.
I know. I mean, I use it for work a lot because for graphics. Because I mean, it's a lot faster to make something for presentations.
So the logo for our
Spreadsheets,
Hybrid
too.
Learning Academy was created by AI because I wanted a non-copyrighted image that we could use that was not trademarked. So the seal that we have for our Hybrid Learning Academy that's coming is AI generated.
Nice. Jamie?
Well, the only thing, I thought it was great,
You're fine.
the stuff with the teachers. The only thing that I saw that I was a little confused was there's a rubric for the teachers, AI use rubric, and it's like green, yellow, red. But this is green, yellow, red, and it made it sound like that was like the marking against a student, green, yellow, red. But then you also have green, yellow, like the colors were confusing to do that.
I'll double check. Well, even the universities are using that as a staple.
Yeah, I like that in
Yeah.
here, but that was like you would mark a student
paper
Oh,
instead of giving points or
right.
something. Do you-
So our goal is that the teachers
Oh, I
create
see what you're
autonomy. We're
saying.
gonna use this as a foundation to give teachers knowledge so they have autonomy in how they use it in their classrooms, but we're gonna caution kids, this is when you can use it, that's a hard no, that's a red. Yellow is, hey, let us know how you're using it, and let's work with it, and then green is, hey, this is how we want you to explore and do it. So that's kind of, that's the heart of
Yeah,
it.
I like those colors. I think that part was the only thing.
Oh, okay.
Because it says green instead of
What,
yellow, revise, reteach.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that might be confusing to use
let me
the
look at
colors
that. Okay, on the,
there and there.
on the procedure part, on the example part, I got you. Yeah, I'll clean that
Well,
up.
it's really in the, like, the mini curriculum.
The mini curriculum showing it, right, it was, and that was just something to give those, you have some staunch
In, like, the
critics.
PLC meetings.
Right, you have some staunch critics. We were just trying to give them, something to build off of, right?
Yes, and I thought it, I mean, I read through it was good. That was the only thing that I was like.
I'll double check that before we, the procedure before we hand that out to staff. Staff hasn't seen it yet.
Because it's used in a different way there as it is here, and so that would be fine.
I'll get with Bridget and we'll streamline that before, because you're just doing a policy, but that's the extra part of it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it,
the
yep.
extra part of it.
Right.
Like, not everybody else sees.
That's correct. Perfect.
So are we taking a response on this, or we wait?
No, if anybody has, is there anyone who'd like to make a motion at this time?
I move that the VVISD School Board approve the AI policy as presented.
Okay, we have a motion by Christie to approve the AI policy. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second by Jamie. So any further questions or discussion? Okay. All in favor of approving the AI policy, please say aye. Aye. Okay, anybody opposed? Okay. There we go.
All right. That's it for action items. I do have a discussion item I want to visit with everybody about. We have talked about our, we call it sick leave policy DEC. We've talked about that before, about making it a sick bank instead of a pool. We made it a pool instead of a sick bank. Well, this same policy, what we're doing right now as a district, our policy says this at the end of the year. We pay all of our staff members who don't use their local days $50 per day. So at the end of the year, we're paying out a check of our checkbook to payroll, to staff. And I'm bringing discussion because I'd like to change that. Our policy is not, they do not accrue personal time in this district. That's why they pay it out and they start over every year. But we give 6 days every year. So most districts give 5 days and then you get your 5 state. Does everybody follow that? 5 and 5? We're giving 6. If the staff member doesn't use all those 6, we pay them out at $50 a day. Last year we paid $20,000 in days. And that's an issue with budget. But the other thing that we saw happen is this. In the spring, we have high absenteeism in the spring because our staff are like, this day's not worth $50 to me. My time is worth more than $50. And so we have teachers taking off left and right, which caused us to have to pay subs the highest rate in the area to keep subs here to cover our classes in April and May. That's right. Now the math is mathing. Thank you. So my suggestion would be for us to take into consideration, if you would allow me to send y'all an updated policy for us to take action on next month, would be we give 5 days local. Of course, it's stated as 5 days, but we put in an accrual option so staff, we don't pay those days out, but if they don't use them, they go to the next year. Now, by state law, they can't take local days with them, but it also protects their state days that do go with them.
Right.
And it allows you to build a bank if you have a family emergency or something like that. You have days that you can spend without losing pay. And it's health, and it cuts down on absenteeism at the end. It's a healthier move for us fiscally, but also for staff. And there's one other thing I'd like to bring into a conversation. There's no bereavement leave in our policy. And I'd like to suggest 3 days for immediate family, a parent or a child. People grieve in different ways, and you shouldn't be. Hey, unless it's an accidental death of and spouse. I mean, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Parent or child only,
Okay,
not your
'cause
spouse. Best of luck.
This is being recorded, but let me say for the record, if I go missing, my wife did it. Don't let the smile fool you. I'm not looking to die anytime soon. So my point is, spouse. I mean, that's, but for immediate family that we think about bringing on 3 days. And I'll put those, I'll have the board TASB policy show y'all what that looks like. But I just think those are things, those are retention things.
No, it's a good idea.
The state does.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
a
work
good
for the
idea.
state, you get 3
Right,
days of break.
right. Our policy is a little wonky. This DEC policy is not the norm. And I'm just trying to bring this, I'm trying to bring the policy into norm.
It's the right thing.
So,
That's the right
so we're
thing to
going
do.
from 6 days to 5 days, but we're putting a bank on the back for,
They can, well, those days can accrue. So if you only use 2 days, then next year, those 3 days, so you'll have 8 days.
okay, how long do we let them accrue for? Is it, I mean,
They can accrue as long as they want.
okay, and then you said the state doesn't allow that, though, so how are we working around?
The state doesn't allow you, if I was to change districts, I can't take those local days with me.
Okay.
Only my state days.
Okay, that,
But as long as you stay here, it's good.
That's right. And they can accrue, and here's the issue. We don't pay any days out ever. We don't pay any days out ever.
so does that cost us more in the end, though, when they're taking more? Because, I mean, $50 a day versus what we
Okay.
pay a sub.
So right now, we are losing money with the policy that we're doing, the way it is. It's a retention thing. I think it will balance itself. In my other districts, it's balanced itself because people have left through natural attrition, right?
Okay.
And then, so you may have a couple that stay for a long time, but we have policies in place that you can't take more than 3 days without a doctor's note. You can't just take 30 days at the end of your contract. That's not how that works.
Well, and that's where I was trying
As long as
to
you,
get clarification.
as long as you uphold policy, last year we had a principal not uphold policy with a staff member. Yes. And there was a concern that I needed
So
to
as
address.
of right now, we are not paying the $50 a day?
No, we do.
We
are
currently
still-
do.
We do now.
We do right now. For
I
next
understand. I
year,
thought we were talking
But-
about right now.
Sir.
Okay, and I
But
was
if you were to have, I'm just gonna say for maternity purposes, this would make it where if a staff member decided she was gonna have a child, planned out every 2 years or 3 years, she can count those days and not be like, well, if I don't use these, then you can accrue for that time off a little bit easier versus where in the past they've had to take, almost pay back so that they're covering.
that's
the,
exactly correct. Or take family and medical leave back. And you'll
Okay.
get paid.
Okay, that's all.
I just needed some clarification.
Yeah.
Or would you just keep accruing?
Would you have a limit of how many you can accrue?
I think that's what we were just talking about. Sorry, it's weird how we're set up here. What we were just discussing is it takes care of itself and balances itself. Because it's through natural attrition, people come and go, but if you have that one person that's 20 years, it's actually balanced everybody else. It balances itself. And with us starting it won't even be a concern for 10 years.
I thought she was more talking about like a situation where we had with a coach at one point where they took a bunch of days.
That's what I just told them, that we have policy that prevents that, if it's enforced. Last year it wasn't. That was a concern that I shared with you as a board. That will not happen again. We will enforce that. You don't get to just take 30 days off at the end of your contract. That's not how that works. You have a responsibility to complete your contract to kids.
Okay.
Look what happened last year.
That's correct. That will not happen. That will not happen again. That will not happen again.
Where he mailed it in at the end.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's right.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
but I would like to bring an updated policy to y'all regarding those concerns that I have with DEC policy, local policy DEC.
Sounds good.
Yep, right.
Bring it.
All right, at this time, we can go into executive session, discuss contracts.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
All right, let's break. Jesse, time you got? 6:48.